Taking charge of the session today, along with the Executive Director, Mr. Ravindra Shinde. I'll just introduce you to the flow of the session. We will just be having a corporate presentation, followed by a guided factory tour for all of you, where you can have exclusive access to the manufacturing facility and the live demonstration of the production at QC. Then afterwards we can come down here and have a quick question answer session. You can have whatever is your clarification interaction with both Mr. Mahesh Gurav and Ravindra Shinde, who is a technical expert, followed by interviews with some key executives. At 1 o'clock we plan to have a networking lunch. Informal meeting can be there, and closing would be with a group photograph. And I just hand over the podium to Mr. Mahesh Gurav to start the session. Thank you all once again.
Thank you, Nisha. First of all, welcome to all of you for coming to our factory. It's not very easy to come to an industrial factory, especially Taloja, but we appreciate the efforts that you guys have come to witness how products are being manufactured. And then what all things goes behind manufacturing, including research and development, testing, and work of several thousand people who see that we get the best products in our country. Let me take you through this whole journey of what we do. Primarily, when we build our products, the whole emphasis is on one statement, that our products should have high protection, best comfort, and great value. So whenever we design a product, whenever we think of a new product innovation, we try to see whether it fits into these three statements that we have made. And almost every product that I'm proud to say is designed with that experience that a consumer can have. He can feel that, okay, he's going to not get compromised with protection. He will feel very comfortable. Safety products are generally very uncomfortable. Like in olden days, you may have recollected that raincoats were very uncomfortable. This is one of our facilities where we are. And this is our primary facilities where we do a lot of R&D, we do a lot of testing. We have more facilities around. We have 6 units close by. Each unit specializes in a certain product. And we do manufacturing here, we do product accreditation here, we manufacture a wide range of products in these facilities. And our clients and sustainability, what we are doing, I discuss with you in my presentation. We work in 3 areas. We work in industrial solutions, that is occupational safety and health. We work in medical solutions, like in COVID time, you people would have heard that our products were sold maximum to the government. 95% of our products in the first wave was sold to the government. And that was not a small quantity. We sold every day to them 2.5 million or 25 lakh. And that too at an average rate of 45 rupees. So when people come to know that we have sold at this price, they wonder that how come the retail price was much higher. And I have to tell you once again that those were not our products, those were spurious products. 18 companies were there, and our factory was controlled by the government, and it was an honor to host them in our factory. You can see that we give our products nationwide. The filtration solution is an offshoot of our industrial solution and medical solutions, and later on in the question answer sessions, I'll answer to you what we do on innovations. So speaking about our company profile, we started as a micro industry in Rabale somewhere in 1986. And in those days, setting up industry was very difficult because in fact you required a license to operate something. And today it's much different. But at the same time, the good thing was that government had initiated technocrats should get into manufacturing, and that's how this company got its beginning. We have sales offices in Chennai and Delhi in the domestic market, and we also operate from Eindhoven in Netherlands and also in US markets. We have been exporting 32 countries in the last 15 years or so. We have been exporting our products, and in domestic, we cover our products as Venus. manufacturing expertise. So when we say our manufacturing expertise, it revolves not just producing something, but we actually do a lot of R&D. From the R&D, we try to develop the suppliers within our factory. We try to create our own molds, our own machines, our own testing machines, and that's how we are able to say that these products meet the world class. In many of the cases, the testing machines that we have made have been validated by our international auditors, and very soon, most likely, they will send their products to our laboratories for testing, because testing in those countries is not very easy for them. When we say our manufacturing facilities, I'm proud to say that our engineers have developed some of the very good designs. So with the result, we have 4 patents and we have 15 ISI licenses for various product categories. In most of the product categories, we are the first ones, or we may be the only ones, because we believe that everything should meet a product standardization, whether it is national standard or international standards. So as I mentioned to you, our facilities over here is, although this is one of our units, there are 7 units which are adjacent to this, 5 in this Taloja area and 2 outside of Taloja in the Mumbai and Chennai. All the things we do in-house here. So when you go on the factory ground, you will witness many things. You will witness how we do traceability of our products, which is very important for healthcare products. You will witness that how we do monitoring the quality and consistency in the manufacturing processes. You will witness how we train new operators, how we are involved with the government in the Deen Dayal Yojana, in the Samarth Yojana, where skill development is very important. Because the skills required for operating these industries are a little bit unique, and we have to train people to our needs. You'll also be witnessing the in-house laboratories. The laboratories in this plant are also NABL accredited, and when it means NABL accredited, means our results are validated with other laboratories, either in the domestic market or in the international market. The laboratory is the heart of our R&D. The maximum investment we have made in our laboratories, and because of these laboratories only we were able to serve the country during the COVID time. In fact, over 270 manufacturers could get their products certified in this laboratory, and it was a proud moment for us that it was not just beneficial to the company, but for other manufacturers, and the whole country could get benefit, because overnight there were many manufacturers wanting to get into these products, and yet their quality was consistent. So we test variety of the products, right from respirators. Although because of COVID we have been known as a mask and respirator company, but we make everything makeup. We make eyewear, we make hearing protection, we make head protection, we make air filters, as you can see, and we make respiratory solutions for people who go down the drain, or we also make respiratory solutions where scientists work in the space agency ISRO. We also make respirators for people or firefighters who actually, when they go out to douse a fire and when there is high gases. We also make masks where there are some situations where you don't know what kind of gas there is or what kind of leakage there is. And we also make products for the military, where if there is a NBC warfare, then our military will not have to worry that what kind of protective equipment they have. We also make some air conditioning equipment, which I will come later on during our question answer session. So, friends, as I said, our products are accredited. They are being accredited by NIOSH or FDA, by European laboratories, by the Russian laboratory, by the Malaysian laboratory, by Australia and New Zealand laboratory, and of course Indian standards ISI laboratory. So those are the laboratories which regularly come to auditors, other than of course the ISO 9001, ISO 13485, which is the medical devices, and also the NABL accreditations. So these are the product laboratories, but we are also, from the other ISO side, we are accredited. So this is the annual audit. So every few months we have someone or the other. Just few weeks back we had auditors from Qatar, and before that we had other auditors from other countries. A brief product range. We make all the maintenance-free respirators, we make the respirable gas respirators, we make the hearing respirators, we make the eye protection and head protection. These are our standard products. But you will witness and we will discuss also what kind of innovations we do in our factory. So these are some more respirators that we make. And more. While manufacturing these respirators, we also have been able to get various patents. Almost 4 patents we have got which are unique and internationally accepted. In fact, some of our patents have been taken by the international companies to showcase that how our products are much better than the traditional products which are produced by other big companies, the MNCs worldwide. So that gives us a uniqueness to say that we make our products better than what others make. So this is the second. In the first one, as you can see, we have got a new design which has got several features. In the second one, if you see, we have got an twist and click port, which is unique so that quickly fitting a filter and having an exhalation valve, which can easily get the vent out for a user, is there in this. These are the products which are for the first time we started making in India, and they were not produced in India before our manufacturing. Until then, the chemical industries, the pharmaceutical industries had to rely on international products or products from the Far East. The gas filters that we produce. So friends, you'll be surprised that as you know that India makes some of the best carbons, because we are come from the country where coconut is there in virtually every home in the South India, and a good quality coconut is what is required for making these filters. So our coconut carbon used to be exported out, and it would be treated and impregnated, and then it would come back to India. Today we manufacture our own impregnation carbon so that we don't have to import the carbons for filling the filters. It is done in-house. And these products are also tested at DRDO labs, the Government of India labs. So their product quality is also verified, and we are also supplying products to the Indian military. These are safety glasses where you will witness during the laboratory visits what all we do in our safety glasses. And I'm proud to say even here we were among the first ISI certified eyewear, protective eyewear manufacturers. Including disposable masks, we were the first manufacturer to get an ISI. So in this particular case, you may think that it's a simple earplug, but the technology lies in seeing that you can filter the noise, but the voice comes through. So by wearing it, you don't become deaf. You can only see audible voices are heard, but noises which can damage your ears, they are filtered out. So that is a very unique thing in this earplugs. In the safety helmet, is a very generic product, but we have brought some innovations, and in the safety helmet we are going to soon launch a cool-made kind of headband. So when people work in very hot environments in the open air, in the open environment, when they work, outside, heat in the next month is going to be terrible, and construction workers and other workers who work on the road, they are going to have a tough time. Our helmets are going to be with a cool mate where it will keep their head cool at least by 23 degrees more. And this is also tested in one of the premier laboratories to see how it works. Some of the product packagings which we do, so many of these packagings are designed so that internationally when you go to an industrial department store, you will find our products available for the consumer wares as well as the contracting markets which are in Middle East and America. some more products which we sell as individual brands. Our clients in India include various industries, right from power sector to automobile sector to wind energy to steel industry to cement industry, aluminum manufacturing, hospitals, and also food and pharma industry. So a wide sector of industries and institutions are our clients. On sustainability, this factory is fully solar powered. And also, as you can see, we are a very green factory. More than that, I am proud to say that the factory has got water harvesting facilities where we can store up to 9 months of water within the floor of our factory. So where you are sitting, my friends, below that there are huge water tanks. And in fact, the tanks are there for the whole factory. So we store the water from the rainwater that comes down on the roof. And this rainwater we use for air conditioning. So the room that we are sitting now is air conditioned by making the water cooler or chilling the water. Okay. So we use rainwater harvesting for cooling purpose. We use rainwater harvesting for our flushing and for the greenery. We have also undertaken recently, behind our factory there is a river which is known as Kaloja River, which used to be not having any green cover. Last year we planted about 400 trees on the banks of the river. The river is not seen on the main road so prominently because it runs behind the factory compound of several industries over here. But along the banks we have got an access from our factory and we have gone and planted about 400 trees over there. So in coming years we see that the river bank will be very green and very clean for the nature. So suddenly nowadays we are seeing a lot of birds here. Various kinds of birds are seen because of the greenery that is there around our factory. Well friends, that's all. And at the closing, if before we start the question, you may be having to see that there is something running in this room which is constantly running and making noise. So for your information, the reading over here is 0.38. Okay. Now you may wonder that what is this 0.3? Is it the noise that we are making or what? Friends, this is the air quality. So when we say 0.348, that is roughly 348 micrograms of less than 10 microns is the reading of this room. So even though you see that the room is very clean, but when you actually monitor it, it is 0.348. And we threw challenge to our team to say how can we see that the environment for general people at home can be better. And I am proud to say that you will witness when you go that we have developed an air conditioning filter. A very simple air conditioning filter which you can put on your split air AC, and when you put the split air AC filter on the air conditioning, the reading will come 10 times less. It will come to 30 micrograms. And you will also witness that what happens to the filter in roughly about 7 days or 30 days, what kind of dust it collects. It actually collects the dust or particulate which only goes in our chest area. It does not collect any kind of particulate which is coarse dust, which is cleaned by the brooms. So the filter collects by electric charge of the fabric, only that dust which can make it the air more contaminant free. So that is one of the challenges that we have solved. The second important challenge that we have solved, friends, is on the helmet which I mentioned to you earlier. All helmets are helmets. They are supposed to protect only the head. But our helmets are going to give more comfort because we have introduced the cool-made of band, and the cool-made band will help person to feel cool and remain well in the environment, because if the head is cool, then generally people become unwell less. They don't get sick and they don't fall down or they don't collapse. So our helmet cool band will reduce the temperature by about 23 degrees. Similarly, if you see in this innovation panel, we have made the first one the orange kind of mask, which is an escape mask. So suppose we read about recently the Bombay Pune accident where propane gas fell down, right? Now, if someone had to go over there, what would they use? First thing, the firefighters would have to use this kind of self-breathing apparatus, and it has got digital monitors, so it can show how many minutes he can stay over there, or how soon he should evacuate the area. So that's the new innovation we have got. The second kind of orange thing that you have seen is for the people. If you see that there are several hazardous industries like Deepak fertilizers, or if you go into the industrial chemical zone, you don't know what kind of gases suddenly leak out. So if people have to escape from hotels or the industrial area, like in Taj hotel fire, during the terrorist attack, more people died out of the CO gas. Even in Bhopal, more people died out of the gases which came in very small levels. If this would be available in Taj Hotel, or if this would be available in the Mother Teresa Hospital, which was in Calcutta fire, or if this would be available in the bank fire which happened in Sakinaka, where people just died because of the CO, if these escape masks are placed correct positions, then people can wear it and just escape out of the situation. The third kind of mask that we have put down is the green mask. In this green mask, what has happened is the innovation over there is you can have an air cylinder. So if you don't know whether the gas is filterable or not, like the propane gas cylinder which is there, and there are two kinds of people. One is the kind of people who are going to fight a fire, but there are other police people or other people in the tankers who have to run away, and that has got a small air cylinder. So simply people can wear on it and then escape. So every police can have it in their vehicle, and they can just pull it out and they can get 15 minutes of life to escape out of the scenario. So that is independent of whatever the air over there could be. It could be nuclear, it could be biological, it could be chemical, any kind of thing, it does not matter over there. The third kind of apparatus that you see over there is when people go down the drain several times in the drain, there could be various gases. You don't know what it could be. So over there we have manufactured this apparatus with a cylinder, including ISRO has been our customer for this. In this particular case, there is always an air line in the industry which moves. If you go to a petrochemical industry, there are airlines going all over the refinery, and people generally put their breathing apparatus in the airline, and that's how they breathe. But in case the airline fails, in case there is an accident and the airline is broken, then what happens? So over there is a backup arrangement with a built-in cylinder, and that built-in cylinder helps to see that irrespective of the power failure or irrespective of the line failure, the air automatically continues and he feels calm, that he does not have to worry. Especially it is useful for people who go into confined spaces, the people who go into highly hazardous industries, or people who work in a situation where they don't know what is going to happen, like in the space agencies. The fourth one on the mannequin is a powered air purifying respirator, which we have got developed. And in this particular apparatus, the motor assists the person. So even if he is doing very tough work, if he is running, if he is working heavily, then that particular respirator helps him to breathe and does not feel that any kind of leakage if he is running or walking will affect him. So these are the 4-5 innovations which we are going to launch in the market. Briefly, if you have any questions, then I think now the floor is open.